Installing a SnapStone tile floor is much easier than installing a traditional tile floor. Today, Joe and I are going to show you a few tips that make it even easier. Joe?
The easiest way to snap SnapStone tile together is with a white-headed rubber mallet. You want to put your tile in place, and it's really more of a tapping than a hitting. Tap one side, tap the other. It's that easy. Okay, when removing the tabs, you turn the tile completely upside down, lay it perfectly flat, and then using your white-headed rubber mallet, just clip the edge, and it pops the tabs right off. There's going to be a couple different reasons you need to remove the tabs. Say on a starter wall, you'll want to remove the tabs, put your spacer in, and then push your tile up against it. So also with tile replacement, you're going to need to remove the tabs, and it really is as easy as just clipping the edge of them, and they pop right off. Always remember to pick up your excess tabs. We don't want these getting underneath the floor. Now for cutting the tile, we're going to use what we call a tile snapper. We're going to show you a little quick, easy way of doing that. With a tile snapper, it's going to do all your straight cuts. Now for your L cuts, you can use a wet saw or you can use an angle grinder. I prefer using this for all my straight cuts and then using an angle grinder for all my L cuts. Pretty simple tool to use. Simply score the top of the surface. Once you've done that, apply pressure until the tile snaps. Then now, an easy way to get the tile separated is to pry it between these two bars. Pry it open enough to where you've got the plastic tray exposed. Using the tile as a guide, simply score it a couple times. And there you go. Now during the grouting process, you want to make sure you fill your bucket all the way to the top, about 3-4 inches from the top. That way you're just using that upper crust of water and you don't need to clean your bucket out as often. The reason being, if this was only half full, every time I'd put my sponge in there, I'd be mixing up that sediment from the bottom. Having a full bucket, that way we just can use that clean water on the top of the surface. When grouting, you want to do 6 to 12 square feet. Grout that 6 to 12 square feet and then immediately wipe it down, then do your final wipe, then move on to the next section.
We hope the tips we've just shown you make it even easier for you to install your SnapStone tile floor. If you have any other questions, contact customer service.